Hi, folks. This is Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Coming to you here with another blog post. Be sure to check back daily for my updates. And be sure to subscribe to the right for my updates. We don't send you any sales stuff. We just send out, hey, here's the latest from Chris Voss. So it keeps you up to date. I want to take a review today of the new Twitter app on the iPad, which has come out. A lot of people are talking about it, and also talk to you about what I think is the best iPad Twitter app. Now, I'm pretty impressed so far with the Twitter app on the iPad. It's got a pretty good layout, and it's very clean in its format and the way it's set itself up. I actually like it better than most all, other than the one I'm going to show you here, formats that are out there. Now, there's some really nice ones that are almost a little too complex and a little too much detail. And the problem is they suck in so much data, they don't take me to the top and they don't keep me on what I want to do. Usually, when I go into my Twitter every time, I want to go back and see what my mentions are. My mentions are my most important part of my experience in interacting with people on Twitter because they're people that are talking to me, my direct messages too. The one problem I have is most Twitter feeds, and of course, or Twitter apps, and the same is true with the Twitter app, it always opens up to the home feed, the timeline, which I really don't want to see first. I really want to get to the people that I want to respond to, that I want to interact with, that I care about having an organization or a talk with, as opposed to people that might be selling me stuff on the Trump organization, if you will. It's pretty good. It can get you in touch with your whole list space. Well, at least some of your list space, let's put it that way. There's more that I follow. It's pretty simple in its format in making tweets. You can do multiple accounts. I would say it comes in a strong second to what I would like to have in a Twitter app thing. I'll show you the one that I'm really enjoying on the iPad, and I highly recommend. It's called Twitterific, and if you're familiar with you can see it. I'm not sure that we'll get the focus in there. Anyway, we won't get the focus in there. It's a little bluebird having fun with cameras. This is Twitterific, and I really like it. It tells me, of course, you heard the chime when it comes in with its feed of data, and of course you can see beside it all the different things that I have: my timeline, my feed, my lists, my mentions, all that sort of good stuff. What I like about it is every time I open it, it goes back to where I was before. If I was in direct messages, it goes back to direct messages. If I was in mentions, which I usually map, it goes back into mentions. I really like that. I don't want to sit and have to wait for my timeline to suck in so that I can hit the button and switch over for the other thing. And sometimes it moves a little slow. Not this program, but sometimes other programs will. I like this. It's very fast. As you can see, the pictures are very big. It's very easy for me to take and favorite a tweet if I want to favorite it, or if I want to do some other things, like in this case, translate it, email it, replies to this author. It's great at keeping track of the conversation that I've been having. It's pretty easy to retweet. You get your reply, direct message, retweet with comments. That's the other thing I like about it. I like to be able to retweet with comments because people don't see the auto retweets that you're doing through Twitter. There's, of course, a little star program where I can go ahead and star the tweet as a special tweet that I want to take and remember. So I really like this. It'll handle multiple accounts. It's called Twitterific. And I've tried pretty much all the other Twitter programs out there. There's some that are really pretty. Let's see if we can't hone in on that icon again so you can see it, and maybe we can get lucky and get our camera to give us a pickup on the Twitterific thing. No, we're not going to get it. I'm getting some blowback from my screen, and it just does not want to focus. So be sure to check out Twitterific and check out the Twitter app. I would say it comes in a very close second to what I really like in the Twitter apps for iPad that are out there. Some of the other Twitter apps are really beautiful. They're really elegant. Some are a little too much. Some have these pretty outsides and shapes and forms. But I just want to get to the meat of what I want to get to. And a lot of them don't show the whole meat of what I'm looking for. And when you're as big as I am on social media, you got a lot of tweets. You got to look at them all. And that's really what I enjoy. Twitterific is probably one of the best. I think it might be $5 for Twitterific, but it's definitely worth the money. I've tried all the other ones that are out there that are the major ones. I'd say there's 5 or 6 of them, Megaphone, all those different ones. And they all kind of look the same, operate the same, but Twitterific really helps me get right to where I need to go. I don't have a lot of time, and I rock and roll, and I'm not getting paid for this conversation. So that's my recommendation to you too. Also check out the Twitter app. I think it's a good app, and they're probably going to add a whole lot more features to it, probably more toys and bells and whistles. You know, it's their basic freshman release they put out. So maybe you'll get a few more toys put onto it here in the future. So be sure to check back daily to the chrisvossshow.com and call my consulting firm if you need help with your business or social media. Bye-bye.